For decades, Al Jean and John Lovitz have been trying to revive their animated series, The Critic. Back in the early aughts, they even turned it into a web series, but that didn't really get any traction. But Al Jean says, thanks to the success of Hulu's King of the Hill revival, things are looking promising for film critic Jay Sherman. How do you feel? Do you think this can come back?
I don't. It's funny. The irony of this exact conversation is not lost on me, but it's one that I just don't. I know it was on. I don't remember particularly enjoying it that much. King of the Hill fucking works because it is so topical and it is so relatable.
Case in point, film criticism isn't really a thing as we're on our film podcast. That's the thing.
Not
it's
like this. Not like
exactly.
Not like
it's like you don't have Ebert and Roper or Gene Shalit going up there, and we don't have all these. Everyone's now. It's even Roper started a website. Fucking what's his name? All these guys now have websites and book. They know that landscape is kind of dead. But I mean, maybe it's Jay Sherman doing a podcast. Everything stink. I don't know, but
yeah.
I like the show, but if you look, I think it was only around for 1 or 2 seasons. So it's long. Let it be.
I think there's other things in this vein that probably could get they could get this treatment. I don't know, home movies, that would be cool to
That'd be good. And I mean that whole gang's working perfectly, and why not see what they're up to as adults? Making indie movies and shit.
Brendan Small's done touring as Death Clock again. I can have at it. King of the Hill, that works. That's the thing, is a lot of the other ones now are just still going. The stuff that came afterwards is just still on the air. So,
and it's King of the Hill had so many different types of characters and storylines and plots, where the film critic was we're just spoofing movies and talking shit, and it's cool. You know what I like to see? I like to see fucking Jason Alexander's Duckman come back. I really enjoyed Duckman.
Oh,
but that's another one nobody gives a fuck about. It's come on. There's a reason these shows aren't. Oh yeah. You get Patrick Warburton to come back and voice him.
Exactly. No, that would be awesome. No, that would be funny. But then do it really hard, like fucking Invincible or The Boys.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, I guess they tried doing The Tick on Amazon, and that didn't work. Yeah. But I mean, hey, that was a couple years ago. Try something different.
Unrestricted. I feel like you're just so much less restricted in animation and what you can portray. I know it's a hard sell for some people, but there's a reason why a lot of people still watch all of that stuff. So
100%.
Yeah, and I also I'm not a big fan of who John Lovitz is now.
Yeah, John Lovitz is kind of There's a reason he dissipated by the end of the 90s.
Yep.
I'm with you on that.
Yep, I'll never forget that taping we went to where he basically cussed out the audience for booing him. And you could tell
what was this?
It was a Conan O'Brien taping.
Was that? Damn.
Yeah, it was when they opened the John Lovitz Comedy Club. And it was...
And that's funny. Kevin Smith used to do his podcast there, and then John Lovitz stopped paying them and everything, and stopped paying his... It's there's a reason that comedy club doesn't exist anymore.
Yep.
Now I'm remembering this. Weren't they trying to hand out free tickets and shit after the show? And it's
and then people are dropping them on the ground and shit. And no, it's because it was he was talking about it, and clearly he just seemed annoyed, and then you could tell Conan was just trying to get through his fucking talk, all right, we're gonna push through this, and then people started moaning, booing a little bit, and he's just oh, well, fuck all of you then, and it felt so genuine. I'm oh, never.
And I get that's kind of his character, but it's no, man,
it felt
he's kind of a one-note actor, kind of. Yeah.
I think he had his moment in the spotlight. Long gone.
Agreed.